Here is the long-awaited part 3 of my ripping and debunking of FELD and FELD bots. This part only came up because the FELD bots had an epic meltdown over part 1, and this was the result of it. So, time to go debunk some more stupid claims with everyone, and to laugh at their stupid claims and their retardation, and to expose some even more creepy perversions of them too. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. So you better get comfortable, because just like part 2, this is gonna be a long one. But before we begin, I'm gonna show a screenshot of all the comments I could find that I got on part 1 and part 2, because one of the things that we were told by the FELDbots is that everyone agrees with Feld's decision. Oh yeah? Well, here's a whole bunch of comments proving how full of shit that was, and after that, we'll get right into the video. Well, after a fucking month of waiting, by and large, here is part 3 of us ripping Feld a new one. However, not everyone could be here like last time. Chance and Anthony aren't here. However, we do got someone new here from last time out who I wanted to invite on, and that's Vincent. Introduce yourself.
What's up, guys? I'm Creator Chaos XV. Don't subscribe to me.
That's pretty funny. Meant to say it earlier about your name.
And I'm sorry to go subscribe to my channel.
You already introduced yourself last time, remember? But anyway, this video, of course, is part 3. This was the video we did after part 2 and all, because if y'all don't remember, part 1 and 2 were done on the same night, just split up. But anyways, part 3 is a response to the night we uploaded part 1. Let's just say the FELDbots had an epic meltdown and a tantrum on Am's server, and they had diarrhea all over the place. So we got a whole bunch of things to debunk that they said on there for us to take care of in a little bit, which will be pretty funny. But of course, and we got some more exposing later tonight, which will be very, very funny. But also, before we get to that, I wanted to do another response to one of the things Josh said in part 2. I wanted to be a little bit more precise and more calm than last time out, because I was really pissed in the last one. So this is what he said to N the Digger fan. When he said, should we be concerned with Monster Jam's decline in attendance? Oakland was bare, and Miami 1 and 2 were half full, and Tampa show was half full. And Josh responded with, overall attendance is actually up. most of the evidence of attendance decline is baseball stadiums. We have a very large amount of seats that won't sell out for a Monster Jam event. And Miami had 2 shows, so people had to choose which one they wanted to go to, plus stadium fees are fucking crazy. And overall, Florida attendance are slightly down because of the World Finals being in the state. Trust me, Monster Jam is doing just fine on attendance numbers. If we had declined numbers, you would see discounts, promotions, and the whole 9 yards. Nothing to be concerned about. Now, I actually did debunk, I think, all these points in part 2, but I wanted to be more precise for this one. So anyways, overall attendance is most of the evidence of attendance decline is baseball stadiums. Okay, I'm pretty sure the majority of Monster Jam shows held during the regular season are in arenas, not baseball stadiums. But if you're going to talk about just stadiums, like actual big stadiums, I actually pretty sure I looked up all the stadiums I could think of the other night, and I think like about 80+% of the stadiums that they do events are in football stadiums. If you all didn't notice, don't you even notice they're like all football stadiums actually, or at least not just baseball. Like let's see if I can think of off the top of my head for baseball. Oakland, Anaheim, San Diego, and shit.
Miami.
That's all I can. Miami, the Dolphin Stadium was both baseball and football, but now it's pretty much just football. Anyone else got any baseball stadiums off the top of their head? Besides the 3 I mentioned, because I can't think of any more. Oh, what about Los Angeles?
Chase Field.
What?
Chase Field.
Yeah, but that hasn't been used in forever.
Yeah, they do in the Cardinal Stadium. What about Los Angeles? They do in a baseball stadium too?
They used a baseball stadium, they just don't go there anymore.
Yeah, but see what I mean? The vast majority of stadiums are football stadiums, so that's incorrect. And then of course, where's the next one? Which have a very large amount of seats and won't sell out for a Monster Jam event. Okay, that's historically not true. Monster Jam always sold out historically, but I actually, as I posted on the part 2, I actually looked up the average of seating capacity for all the Major League Baseball stadiums, which are actual baseball stadiums, and compared them to the average seating capacity of the NFL stadiums. And the average seating attendance for the Major League Baseball stadiums were 42,539, and the average NFL stadium seating capacity was 65,066. So almost 25,000 more seats in the NFL than the MLB. So you're wrong on that one, pretty too. But then, of course, we get to the next one. And Miami had 2 shows, so people had to choose which one they wanted to, plus stadium fees are fucking crazy. Okay, gotta clear my throat. Historically, like I said, they sell out all the time, and pretty much all the shows, they had multiple shows beforehand. And also, if this is really the reason why they're not selling out because of multiple shows, well, that hurts FELD financially, and it's their fault then, because if you're gonna have that many shows in the same place, and people aren't attending all of them, why have so many shows there? You're financially hurting yourself because your costs are still going to be there, but your revenue is going to be down. That's why you should spread them out to different parts and not do so many shows at the same time, so you're actively hurting yourself by putting multiple shows in. And then the overall
the stadium fees are kind of ridiculous.
And then the overall Florida attendance is slightly down because of the World Finals being a state. Well, again, if that's the reason why Florida attendance is down, maybe that's a good reason, which I said in our video, gives us a point to us why you shouldn't have had the World Finals in Orlando, you idiots. Because if it's going to be that big that people are not going to go to the shows, maybe you should put it somewhere where it's not going to affect the revenue. I know, rational thinking, but of course, we're dealing with FELDbots. They don't rationally think. And then, of course...
And Florida gets like a zillion shows a year, so...
Yeah. And Ari said that, trust me, Monster Jam is doing fine on attendance numbers. If we had declining numbers, we would see discounts, promotions, the whole 9 yards. Now, of course, what the argument is, if you have lower revenue, or people not buying your products, you would lower the prices so people would be more willing to take the purchase. You would make less money, but more people would be buying them, so it would be like either neutral or maybe go up in terms of revenue. Now, it's true, but that's also historically true where it's the other way around, where you raise prices instead, so it'll turn people off, but the people who still buy them, buy the products will still will and pay more of the price, so it'll even itself out or maybe go up. And as I pointed out in the part 2 where I made fun of point out to ESPN because back in 2011, I believe it was, ESPN had like a high of like 110 million subscribers, but since then they've gone down. I think they're not even 100 million subscribers anymore or something like that. Yet, despite these millions of people they've lost in subscribers, they're either still making the same amount of money or actually going up in revenue. So how is that? Well, it turns out they've actually increased their subscription costs, so us people who still have ESPN, we're paying more each year for it. So in the end, that's another point I made about the prices going up and shit. So once again, this is debunked and more precise. Any of you else has anything to say?
Kind of agree with the stadium cost though, or well,
yeah, it's true.
The fees and such after buying a ticket, because as many of you probably knew, I went to the Tucson show here a few weeks ago, and a $20 ticket turned into like $37 or something like that after all the fees and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty
Now,
good.
if they had to raise that, then people would be complaining.
And then, of course,
I went to Atlanta. That was crazy.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna point this out. I went to Tucson as well a couple weeks ago, and it seems like Monster Jam is giving out World Finals tickets more than they usually do.
Oh yeah, with the random event thing going on in the stadium.
Yeah. Or they just pick out the biggest fan they see. So it's pretty outrageous how many tickets they're giving out this year.
Yeah. Hey, Tommy, why don't you tell them how much you had to spend for your tickets for Atlanta, because it was pretty pathetic.
About $70 for 2 people.
Wow.
And where are you sitting?
Second row in the front.
Well, every year they're bumping up prices, so.
And of course, these are the same. And of course, Feldbots are the same people who say we can't have cars because of budget cuts. So which one is it? Either facing budget cuts or making record profits. You can't pick one. You gotta pick one. Stick with it. Oh boy. But anyways, after respond to that, now let's get into some really, really funny things. Now, of course, last time out, we exposed Swag for being the sexual harasser he was to my friend Mayumi. Well, it turns out I actually went back on Adam's server all the way back to 2017 when this all started. It was really annoying to find all this crap out. And it actually turns out, funny enough, that Swag, I thought Swag was the first one to harass her with the nudes. Well, it turns out it actually wasn't Swag that did it. It was, drum roll please, Josh, who started.
Dun dun dun!
There's the very first comment where he sent to her, send nudes if y'all go look at sexual harassment for all the shit they said. As I'm gonna post screenshots right here. And of course here's a funny one. And then Josh responded like to her, so no nudes? And she said, never. Rejected just like that. And here's another really fun one.
Rejected just like Najee.
Yeah. And of course, here's another really fun one showing how desperate Josh is. Oh shit, I'm 14, come fuck me. And I thought Swag was so desperate. Jesus Christ. And of course, Swag go, I want nudes and I'll not stop till I get them. Yeah, you didn't stop. You kept harassing her till November. Oh my god. If I could beat you in a race in Bahama with Bigfoot 5, you will send me nudes. If you win, I'll stop calling you a Japanese bitch, okay? Hashtag Japanese bitch send nudes. Asian bitch, hi. You have Skype? Give it to me. Miami go, no. And then Swag respond, we want nudes. Jackson replied to her, at Pokemon Saggy Nudes. And Jackson goes, uninstall the game, you retarded Jappy. Woo, pretty racist right there. So ain't this hilarious or what? Adam, what is up with your server having a bunch of creepy perverts worse than me that harass women all the time? Anything to say to that?
I don't know. These guys are just really weird. I just don't even know how to describe it.
Weird.
That bad.
I feel bad for Adam.
It's like your server is made up of Najis.
But of course they'll say, oh, we were just joking. Don't take it so seriously. Well, when she says no numerous times and you are harassing her all the way up to November, at some point it's no longer just joking. You're just being a creepy, harassing pervert, right?
Yeah, she still takes it seriously to this day.
Yep. But now, of course, anyone else want to laugh before we get into something more serious?
I just want to say that Feld is kind of getting soft with how damaged the bodies are before they actually force you to take
Yeah, we'll get
something
to that.
off.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit too.
Okay.
But also that got me thinking, since these guys were like 14 when they harassed her, since all of us here were 14 at one point, did any of you act like this when you were 14?
No.
Nope.
No.
Not really.
Nope.
That Najee did though.
No. No, Najee probably did worse.
You stop it!
That's so funny. But anyways, now there's something more serious. After part 2, I was told this by Mayumi on my server, and I actually went and looked this up. I only found one thing of what she said, but according to her, sometime after this nude crap just started, she was talking to a bunch of people on Adam's server for like an hour plus, she said, and apparently a bunch of them did this. They offered her private trucks in exchange for her nudes. What the fuck? Look, that's pretty bad within itself. In the one way, when it comes to Sim Monster community, you're giving out private trucks, but you're demanding someone give you nudes. That's like their fucking criminal shit. And they're just lucky they're minors, for God's sake. And I found one comment from Swag that said, "Send nudes and I'll release Avenger 2017." And of course, I haven't found any of the other comments yet of them saying this, although she says that they said them, so I guess I haven't been able to find them, or maybe they got deleted or somehow, and I can only hope the people that said it were minors too, like Josh, because if that's true, Mayumi was a minor at the time, so they could be in big trouble. Unbelievable, right? Ain't this pathetic? It's as pathetic as Najee. Anyone else got to say about this?
I believe when this incident happened, I believe everyone that was involved was under the age of 18, I believe.
And even if they were joking, it's not something you joke about if you have common sense. But obviously they don't, so.
Yeah.
They were demanding, just like Najee demands a big Gamer X.
Yeah.
Oh, and the fire. You can't forget about the fire and ice.
Yeah. But anyways, this is pretty fucking funny how much they harassed her. So now we know Josh is not only an idiot Feldbot, but a creepy pervert too. And he ain't going to get Mayumi ever, just like Swag ain't, and it still bugs him to this day. It's so funny, ain't it?
Yep.
Just like Najee.
Anyone else got to say anything before we get into some of the diarrhea that we have to clean up?
I ain't cleaning it up.
I ain't cleaning up. Ew. Are you gonna make me clean up Najee's brain? Really? I don't want to do that.
I'm talking about the diarrhea that they posted on Adam's server, which was very rude of them to come in and spew diarrhea everywhere, ain't it, Adam?
Just disgusting.
So, no one else has anything to say about their harassment, right? That was pretty funny, though. Hey, Tommy, since you're the only one here that we know that has a woman, you have anything to say to these perverts?
Ha ha.
They ain't getting any ever. Just like Najee and Adam aren't. But anyways, as we get to part 3, what's this on general? Oh, well, we'll get to that in a bit, Duncan. Don't worry. We're going to get to that eventually, because that's part of the response. So, anyways, now we're getting to the part where they actually clean up the diarrhea that was posted on Adam's server, because like I said, when part 1 was released, let's just say the Feldbots had an epic meltdown, and that's putting it politely. And they spewed a whole bunch of crap on the Adam's server that I had to clean up and take screenshots of to debunk and laugh at. So first off, I wanted to show, let's see, where was the one? I wanted to like show this all like in order and shit. I should have probably posted these all in order, but I think I'll just look at them at a time. But here was the first one. This was about the tires replacing the turn cars, which thankfully I think I've heard now that they do have 5-second penalties, which is pretty damn good because when we first heard about them, it sounded like they were not going to have 5-second penalties, which would be pointless for them to get rid of them for the turning cars, so hopefully that's indeed true. But Chase, who is a FELD bot and spewing the same crap Josh said, responded with one thing, everybody already accepted the tires. Alright, everyone accepted the tires, so do you all accept the tires?
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Even if they had 5-second penalties at least?
Yes.
Still isn't good.
So that's
5-second
not
penalties
everyone
is at
here.
least an improvement, but
At least-
still, no, not a good replacement for crush cars.
At least they got 5-second penalty in, because remember when Josh said they look good, they could just squish a tire instead of going around them. That was pretty dumb.
That
Jesus
cutting the
Christ.
track, which in that comment still pisses me off so much, because you're not supposed to cut the track. If
Now-
you cut the track, it's a penalty. Easy as that.
Yep. But anyways, let's see. Oh, there's one comment that Josh said, which we're gonna get to at the end because this was like the main thing they responded with. So anyways, we point out in part 2 about the Monster Truck Wiki, which is written by fans of monster trucks, and that includes Monster Jam 2, where they wrote up about the article about Monster Jam, and they had like a reception and controversy page where they talk about the crap that Feld's done to Monster Jam in the last few years. And I think it was Aaron pointed out to Josh, and he responded with, where was that stupid comment? Where was it at? Oh yeah, Josh responded with, the Monster Truck Wiki doesn't represent Feld or a majority of Monster Jam fans. Hilarious or what? Oh,
It's
boy.
so dumb.
Anything else anyone wants to say about that stupidity?
Very.
Oh boy.
I
And
He's
think
always stupid.
there was a
Point
wiki
blank
page that
period.
explained
what were we saying, Adam?
like a bunch of the world finals, and I was pretty much opinion based on the majority of Monster Jam fans. I think that might have been starting one of the earlier parts.
But anyways, and speaking of that, here is something that Josh responded with too, in his meltdown. Did you all do a poll of fans at the show? And then what was the other comment? Oh, did you all ask every fan in attendance at a show? Well, since there's only 5 people going, I guess it's easy now to do a poll. But otherwise, there's thousands of people there. You can't pull everyone there, you fucking idiot. And of course, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of the people would probably just push us away if we asked that too. Jesus Christ, what a bunch of stupidity. Yeah, ask everyone at a show what they feel about the crush cars being gone, all that crap. What do y'all guys say about this?
About 100% of them would agree with
That
saying that.
wouldn't be
Okay,
Crap.
one at a
That
time.
was a crap
Matthew,
move.
what were you saying?
The people that we would ask would say the same thing and say that that was crap of a move for them to do.
All right, now, Adam, what were you saying?
I actually have quite a few things to say about it. First of all, if you ask every single person at the show, kids pretty much don't care. They're only there just to see monster trucks. And like, I want Gravedigger to win. Gravedigger's awesome. But if you ask maybe like a teen or an adult, they might more likely to give a serious answer. But there's so many kids there that would make the, poll biased.
Hold on.
I'm gonna
Vincent.
disagree.
Vincent, hold on. I'm still talking.
All right.
I think that's pretty much it.
All right, now, Aaron, what were you saying?
Because, if we went around and asked everybody at attendance or for a monster truck event, there's no way that we'd be able to get there to everyone before the show ended.
That's true as well.
Because
Now,
everyone might have different opinions that could take longer to explain than others.
All right, now, Vincent, what were you trying to say? And then we'll get to Tommy.
Well, in my opinion, what got me into monster trucks and what is a big factor is just seeing everything get crushed, like cars, just anything.
Yeah.
And I think that counts for the kids too, because it just adds a bit more excitement than just seeing trucks jump over dirt hills,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the same thing for me, too. And what about you, Tommy, you were saying?
Well, you already heard it from the first time we did this, since I've been going since '89.
But, all right, so that's it right there. Then, where was the next comment? It was something Chase put. Oh, yeah, here we go. Which is getting more money, Monster Jam or Monster Truck Throwdown? Monster Jam, which, by the way, is not a point, and 2, proves your point wrong about them having budget cuts. If they have all this money, they can afford to have all the Crush cars, which you claim that they can't because of budget cuts.
I think I was the one talking to him in that picture, because that was when he was going absolutely nuts, thinking that I was scared to answer his question.
Oh yeah. It's
like Monster Jam overall has bigger stadiums, therefore more attendance than just little indie events. Therefore, more money.
Plus, they have more money backing them up, and they got like TV and other sponsorships and all that crap. But thank you for reminding me, Aaron, because I just remembered when before part 1 was posted, someone on Josh's server that Jake posted the preview video of me about to rip and fell the new one, and Josh responded with ripping apart, more like babbling like an idiot. And he told Adam, yo, screenshot that, send that to Tim. And of course, Adam did, and I responded with a smart-ass comment right back, which apparently I guess Adam never gave to him, which would have been funny if he got. So we gotta say about that. We're all just babbling like idiots here. The irony of him saying that. Anything to say?
Blood sword toward that of him saying that, because Feld bots do the same thing.
Yep. And then Brad responded with, he rips apart something as well as Stan Kingston shotgun blasting someone to compare me to Stan. How funny is that? And then
Stan is a complete idiot.
Well, we know that, and along with the people in this server. But anyways, Chase responded with, which do you think is the majority people who agree with freestanding cars? Who accepted freestanding Crush cars, or Tim Horn supporters, yeah. Because everyone supporting me is not just fans of Monster Jam criticizing Feld. And of course, Josh responded with, Tim Horn and the gang are the minority. And he responded with, nobody I've talked to in real life or on Instagram hated the shows last week without them. I actually prefer the look and style of tires as turning poles. Drivers can take the turns tighter and faster. This won't affect attendance or competition at all. If anything, it gives the track crew less work and less stress having to clean up the millions of car parts crushed into nowadays. Except when the trucks break apart, they gotta go clean that all up, And of course, how is it gonna get across the racing lane faster when they gotta avoid the poles? Remember, 5-second penalty. You are an idiot. And of course, nobody I've talked to in real life or on Instagram. Okay, confirmation bias. You're talking to people on Instagram. Not everyone does Instagram, and of course, that's also bullshit because I've actually seen people posting on pictures, and I've actually seen times on Instagram where you actually got ripped apart by people on Instagram. And of course, not talking to people in real life is not everyone, you fucking idiot. God damn, you're so dumb. Now, what were you saying, Aaron?
It's their job to clean the track.
Exactly.
If they don't want to clean it, they need to go complain to Feld, who then should fire them.
Or just not getting a job.
And then hire someone who will do their job.
And of course, Chase also responded on one of my, I think it was part 1, where he did the same response that Mark apparently said, which I still don't fully believe it's him or not. And he said the exact same crap he said, but then again, he said in the video that he never saw the video, so why should I listen to him? He's gonna use the same crap that we already debunked in the video. But yeah, there's the comment of him spewing the same bullshit. Oh yeah, here was the one that this was the one that Aaron said before Josh did his response about the Monster Truck Wiki don't represent anyone. Boy, the fucking Monster Truck Wiki. That's all I'm saying for now, Aaron said. And then Chase responded with, you're just scared because you know we're right.
That was before part 2 came out, and I didn't want to give away anything.
Yeah. So happy we're all just scared because we know they're right.
They should be scared of us because they know we're right.
Yeah, turn right back at them. And the final part that we're going to respond to, this was like the main thing we've had shoved down our throats for the last few days after part 1, part 2 were up. It's something Josh and Chase said. Here was a comment that Josh said. He was really, really annoying on Amsterdam when we post this up. He said, I'll ask you all this one thing. Have you spoken to someone at FELD or a regular Monster Jam fan at a show? Okay, first off, when it comes to FELD, see, Josh, unlike you, who lets FELD fuck you in the ass all the time and you scream, "Daddy, give me more!" We don't kiss up their ass all the time and trying to work with them, so we're not going to have the access you have to talk to FELD employees or whatever like you do. Second of all, since you didn't specify what FELD workers you're talking about, all I could say is, tough fucking shit what they think by and large, except maybe for the track crew. Everyone else is irrelevant outside of the money issues by and large. It's the fans that matter the most, so that's completely pointless. But then when you said about, or a regular Monster Jam fan, now, what the hell does that even supposed to mean? I've been thinking about, does he mean like, I doubt he means like crazy fans like us. I'm sure he means like people who just occasionally or maybe regularly go to shows. But since he didn't specify what version of fans he's talking about, I decided to ask everyone here that goes to shows regularly and let them have their thoughts about it, since, hey, we never asked anyone yet. So I'm going to ask everyone here by and large that's gone to shows regularly. And we'll start off with Vincent first. So since you're a regular fan, what do you guys say about Monster Jam right now?
They've been just doing a lot of things to disagree with, from the removing crush cars and replacing them with tires. I mean, I guarantee you, if you asked a regular Monster Jam fan before, or you asked me, before they replaced the crush cars with tires, if someone asked me, would you rather have crush cars for a turning obstacle, I would of course say crush cars. And I'm sure that is true for everyone else in here.
That's it?
Pretty much.
That's it, Vincent?
It's pretty much it for me.
All right, Matthew, since you said something, I'll let you have a turn next.
Yeah, in the past 3 years I've been going to the Monster Jam show over here, but yeah, there's was a little bit of a decline in fans since last year, because, well, then again, that was a different day I went to, because the last year I went on the second day. This time I went on the first, so the fan difference is kind of crazy.
And that's it.
But yeah,
all right.
The churning boxes, they already eliminated like 2 of them during racing. So.
All right, now that's it.
That's pretty much it. The turning cars are kind of crap.
Hey,
or turning car removal crap.
Adam, how about you get a go now?
Well, yeah, pretty much what they said. Like, Monster's going downhill with the crush car removals, and I will bring up one point we did make in either part 1 or part 2. That was quoted from Monster Jam. That crushing is an important part of crushing is an important part of a complete Monster Jam experience. Then, like, it's not a complete Monster Jam experience. Even some stadiums, mainly in the baseball stadiums, they get rid of the bus, apparently. I have no idea why they even do that.
Unbelievable. Hey, it's FELD, we expect them to make any sense. Were you still talking, Adam?
And the tracks are still the same for every single event. Lineups are the same. Like, okay, lineups are the same. I want variety more than anything. And I think that's probably it for now.
All right, Tommy, this one I applied more to you since you've gone for like decades to regular shows. So, what do you guys say, since you're a regular Monster Jam fan? What do you guys say about how they're running it?
Apparently, I really don't care for how they're doing it, but on I guess in flip side, I'm gonna add something to what Adam just talked about. All of you here, does any of you like the fan judging?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Now, this is from FELD. FELD themselves said this word for word. Let me see. The fan judge competition has been a favorite. I will say this again. A favorite since its official introduction in 1999 and has evolved incredibly ever since. Anybody agree with that?
No.
Not really.
Official judges for.
And this is in the yearbook, folks.
Oh my god.
And another thing, how people are saying corkscrews have been banned and all the other things. It says right here, you can see big air and wild saves, backflips and corkscrews, and sometimes even innovative, never before seen moves. So what is it, Feld?
Inconsistencies and double standards. You expect them to have them. Yeah, that's pretty pathetic, ain't it? Oh yeah, now
And I've been going. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I've got to find something, so keep talking.
Since I was gone to Monster Jam, or back then it wasn't even called Monster Jam, because I was going in '89 with 3 sets of crush cars. Yippee! That was more incredible and better to see. What you see now is
Yeah, that's pretty bad. What was that one comment? I just thought of it. There was one comment Josh wanted to say and I wanted to respond to that Patrick posted. I'm trying to find it. Hey, I think maybe Adam.
Duncan. I can add something to what you said, Duncan.
Well, keep going while I look for it.
I should have recorded it, but I didn't because I wanted to record the whole Atlanta show.
Oh!
But Lindsay Wink was talking on the microphone.
Oh yeah! Wait! Before you say something, that's something I just remembered too. I specifically wanted Vincent and Tommy to come on because they talk to drivers how they feel about Monster Jam right now, and I want to hear what they got to say. But before we get to Vincent, Tommy, what you were talking about, Lindsay?
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Lindsay Wink was talking on the mic to one of the new guy reporters, and he said word for word, "I'm going to keep this clean, but the fan judging I do not like. They need to go. I haven't won. I've done so many great freestyles and getting the lowest scores possible."
Yeah, like he got
And
ripped in World
why
Finals
is
19.
FELD not listening to their drivers?
Yep. But then you had someone else you were talking to too.
Oh, I talked to a lot of people. I talked to Cole Bernard. He was talking about he hated the tires. He wanted crush cars back because he knows he can get air off of them.
Yep. Oh, that's another thing too. Josh said before, you can't get big air off of crush cars, and that's now a joke that we show like pictures of crushing cars or video of crushing cars. So I say that in a response. So we all gotta say about that. You can't get big air off of crush cars. Full of shit.
Oh, I've seen.
Have you heard of Tom Mintz?
Yeah.
Dennis Anderson.
Yep.
Even all the way up to 20 when they started freestanding crush cars. Like, even Ryan, you can get some big...
I'm sorry, but even Scott Douglas in the Speed Days would be like, his like classic thing was talking about how Tom would get huge air off the crush cars.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, same here. But now, oh, that's right. While I look for that one comment, what were you saying, whoever was talking?
That was me.
Yeah, what were you saying, Tommy, then?
Going back to how you said I'll talk to the drivers. Yeah. I talked to Charlie Pauken about his World Finals 1 freestyle in Nitro Machine. He told me exactly what happened, but they told him that they couldn't show it because they wanted to move the show fast, like speed up the show to get the next truck out.
That's bullshit. But
basically, he came off, he hit the yellow crush cars and then came back to hit it, but he hit something in the middle which caused the truck to a bicycle, basically cartwheel like Mintz did, but he didn't land on his wheels.
Yeah, it sucks we couldn't see that. And then you're...
Yes.
And then, what about Mike Waters?
Mike Waters Sr., I talked to him about, because he was the only one at World Finals 3, I asked him why didn't they show the encore? Well, whoever was running Monster Jam at the time told him they couldn't show it for unknown reason.
Well, while we wait, maybe you could find it. Vincent, you said you talked to Tom Mintz too about it, so what do you guys say about it?
Yeah, one of my friends actually talked. Tom thought about the crush cars being removed, and Tom said this. he said that he does not like that the crush cars are removed, basically, and that Monster Jam could afford their own crush cars. They could make their own crush cars, which I found pretty interesting.
Yeah. Anything else?
And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so the drivers even disagree with them too. And for obvious, I'm sure you all know it too. Doesn't it seem a little like obvious that Feld is forcing the drivers to say what they want them to say? It's so obvious they don't actually think that. Anyone else notice that too?
Yep.
Especially when Tom talks.
Yep.
Yeah. What were you saying, Matthew?
What was it? With Ryan Anderson, Hoonigan.
Going on, Adam.
Adam, go
Well,
on.
one of the best instances so far is like, I forget which video it was. I believe it was like Ryan Anderson doing an interview with Hoonigan at Anaheim.
They put the car in there, but to me, the car is more for decoration.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to get anywhere near that. I want to be.
You're skying over it.
Yeah, way over.
He basically said that he doesn't want his truck touching the crush cars. That's a load of crap.
Yeah, he said they were like just ornaments now or whatever. And then like a year before, he said he actually enjoyed them.
Like that.
Yeah, that I know it was.
He enjoys them.
I know he didn't actually mean that, but it got me so mad when he said that, and I'm sure it got all of us mad too.
Yeah, we all know he doesn't mean it.
Now, anyone else had to say anything about that?
Yeah,
Well, I got
obvious
one.
it's always obvious when Feld's forcing people to say things, especially during Tom's interviews.
Yeah.
It always sounds like they have a gun to his head.
Yeah. Now, what were you saying, Tommy?
The last driver I talked to, I don't know if any of you guys like him or not, but Todd LeDuc.
Todd LeDuc.
I asked him about something. The LeDuc leap of his that he did in Metal Militia, they won't let him do in Monster Energy.
What, in the World Finals or anywhere?
No, anywhere.
What the fuck? Although when the World
He
Finals,
kind of did it.
You want to know why?
I appreciate. I already know why, but go on.
Go ahead. If you know why, go ahead.
I'm sure it's because of safety hazard or some bullshit.
Wait,
Yes.
hold on. I just want to say this real quick. Did you just say they said that Todd cannot do the LeDuc leap anymore?
Correct.
But didn't he do it at Glendale?
Yes, but Glendale, I think, didn't Glendale happen before Atlanta?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
That's why.
So much for them getting big ear, which Josh loves so much. They can't even get the big ear anymore, apparently. Like I said,
They say for him to. Sorry, Tim. Go ahead.
Go on. What were you saying?
Because of the fact that when he did it first time in World Finals 15, the hood popped up.
The flag came off and the hood came loose. But that was like
He
in the middle of
said-
the wreck.
Because of any safety reason. He said if you land hard, it could break a tire off. He can cartwheel into the stands.
Yeah, you're
Right,
you're gonna do a cartwheel in Vegas when you're middle of the track.
I mean, I can partially understand that, but there's also a lot of other safe angles you can hit that, like
Yeah, really.
big air. So
Unless you're wanting to intentionally kill people, then
Yeah.
then I think
yeah.
Right.
And I think it's also because of Dennis's crash that he did.
But go on what you're saying.
so. Then basically blame Dennis, even though really that wasn't his fault.
Correct.
All right, now here's the one comment I want. That thank you, Adam, for finest. I think this was the one. Oh yeah, here's what Josh said. I've talked with people at Monster Jam. They told me attendance profits are perfectly fine and actually thriving. Josh, are you that stupid? They're a corporation. You do know what corporations do. They lie. They always lie when things are going bad because it'll make them look bad and hurt their investors. So, of course, they're going to say to you that everything's going up and up. I mean, how does he not realize this? He's so dumb. Jesus Christ.
He must really
If you want to
that
work
job.
for him,
And before anything you say anything, he says this too. And most people that attend Monster Jam, not super fans, regular people, don't care what Feld is don't care that Feld is producing the show. They don't have a preference. Now, please find something better to do than cursing out a 16-year-old. Fucking a fort here in SJW here. Crying about the cursing. But anyways, what you all saying about that one by one too?
They pretty much already said, like, it's Monster Jam, it's a corporation, they lie. And even any regular fan, I'm pretty sure any regular fan who doesn't even know anything about Feld, they can even tell that Monster Jam is going downhill. Like, my dad, he's not even the biggest Monster Jam fan. He could clearly tell as of 2017, Feld's going downhill. They're going on budget cuts.
But they're making record profits at the same time. And of course, do we have? Oh, that's right. Hang on, Matthew. Before anyone, shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. And speaking of which, we can clearly see how terrible Monster Jam's run because we see all the fan attendance declining as we've seen over the last bunch of years. And Adam managed to find a couple more pictures, which I'll be showing right here, of all these events with empty stands everywhere. So don't tell me that Monster Jam has great attendance and are doing fine. It's full of shit. Jesus Christ. Now, what were you saying, Matthew?
Yeah, Josh over here wants to be an employee of them.
Yeah. I think I mentioned that too. Anyone else have to say anything?
Yeah, even the show that you went to, Josh, the one in Miami, I posted 2 pics. There's so many empty seats. Like, so much blue everywhere, more than people.
And of course, Tommy, of course, went to show 2. Where was that
Atlanta.
one picture that Adam posted that showed stadium? The second Atlanta show that Tommy went to during round 2 of racing, where it was like completely empty everywhere. Where can I find it? I know Adam posted on here. Where the hell is it? Because I wanted Tommy to concur if it once I find it.
A little bit in general.
Adam,
Yes, yeah,
where'd you
2
post
pictures
it?
of it.
Let's see if
I was posting them in general.
Oh, you
Yeah.
posted
Right there.
Let's see. I thought there was a different one, like a
files.
wide shot. Where was that at?
Get from mine. You want mine?
Oh, I
There
see
you
it.
go.
Tommy posted it. Okay, I'll repost it again. Oh, it's Kate posted. So, Tommy, was that indeed how it was for you?
Pretty much the whole show. The only seats that were full are up there in the expensive, cheap, the suites.
Jeez, that's like their AAF territory.
And to get tickets for those for one person is $150.
What, the higher up ones?
No, I'm talking about those suit seats, the ones with the lounges and the TVs.
Yeah, that's expected. What is?
They're $150.
Where are the cheaper seats usually? Up higher?
Yeah, the top seats in the very top are only $20.
Yeah, that's quite amazing that the cheapest seats are always the ones that are the most empty. Ain't obvious? I mean, pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yep, no one wants the nosebleed seats.
No.
Unless they're free, then maybe.
Although, if you think about that, actually it'd probably be better so you have a better view of everywhere from the top. Because that's where we always say.
Yeah, I got another picture.
Oh, you got another picture? Let's show this. But although, we'll show all these pictures of empty seats that Am found in the video. Where you posting
Meanwhile, I
that?
guess I could probably just say something about
I
my
know.
post about my experience in trying what came to attendance.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, well, wait, hang on.
So this is 2018. Wow. Where was that? I mean, where in the show was that? Was that like before?
That is getting ready for freestyle.
Wow. Wow. Now,
Still,
of
that's
course,
pathetic.
they'll probably make the argument, oh, well, people are going to the bathroom and getting food beforehand. So I guess that has something to do with it. But come on, man. Look how empty that is. Even if that was the case, not all of them are going to be that empty. God damn, that is empty as shit.
Yep.
Wow. My God.
There's no way all
This
but
is why I
like
never
5
pay
people could
attention
go to the
anymore.
bathroom. That's
Because they're just
my
stupid.
So yeah, I really don't want to make like a part 4, but
The bathroom has a bigger attendance than seats.
But as I was saying, shit, what was I trying to say before I was interrupted? Oh yeah, I don't really want to make a part 4 of this, although I'm sure eventually I'm probably gonna have to because the people here are so dumb. But as I said in the video, these Felbots, they're not only stupid, they're just straight up lying. I mean, it's so obvious at this point. They are lying. How can anyone seriously say the crap that they're saying and be taken seriously? Oh my God. So just like last time, I'll give everyone a chance to say like their final thoughts. Anyone want to say anything? One at a time.
The
All right, Vincent, we'll start
Felbots
for
are
you.
suck-ups.
Vincent, what were you saying?
They're all suck-ups.
Yep.
Especially Josh.
You
All I
are
gotta say to
mean
the
to
Felbot-
me. Najee, don't interrupt me. Now let you get a chance to talk, Najee.
All I gotta say for the Feldbots is just drop fucking dead.
Like you said last time. All right, Matthew, you want to go?
So stop getting soft with how the bodies and such haul off and along with the pieces and
yeah,
just basically stop being so
pussies.
PC about things.
Yeah, that reminds me too about the parts flying up off everywhere because Josh actually I saw one comment where Josh point out why they took like the gun turret off of Soldier of Fortune. His argument was not about like it being a gun, but it's a safety hazard. It could just fly off and kill somebody. That argument applies to any other part of the body or the trucks themselves, you fucking idiot! We said this in part 1 and 2! The argument doesn't apply! God, you're so dumb!
And there's more evidence than just Gunslinger. Wally Turner's Sniper, they wouldn't allow Sniper to be at the finals display, so they made him run a different body.
Oh, and Josh said, Scott Hartsock, he could choose to, keep a gunslinger. He just can't show up to the event. That's not a choice, you idiot! God damn! How stupid are you? Oh, and Metal Militia's paint is better looking, and it got retired, so who cares? Okay, when it comes to how it looks, that's completely subjective. Just because you like it doesn't mean everyone else did. It's like, it's a dumb reason to get a redesign. Oh my god. He'll excuse anything. Jesus Christ. Oh, and of course, I said this before, this is the same guy who thinks he said before that he likes the older tracks just as much, yet when I want them to come back, he attacks me for it. Remember that, Adam?
Yeah, I know. Which one is it? New ones or old ones? Like, you can't really pick both unless you choose a blend, but still.
Or if you don't care, then don't criticize me for wanting them back. If you care, if you like both of them, just be like indifferent, like I probably would if I liked both of them. Jeez. What about you, Aaron? You want to say anything to finish this off?
It's not quite on topic, but what I do want to say is that Najee, you're never getting my Yumi or the Fire and Ice truck.
It's really funny.
Oh, and go subscribe to Najee Kong Rages.
Yep. Tommy, you want to say anything?
Well, if I'm going to add anything, it's something I found about Fire and Ice, but that's about it.
And what's that?
If any of you really want to hear about what I'm finding about Fire and Ice,
we'll hear.
Now, I don't know if it was part 1 or part 2 that I added the Fire and Ice stuff to, but I can add to it. You all know who's on what team and whatnot, right?
What, for Fire and Ice? I haven't really been paying attention.
Well, for Fire, at the moment, for the time being, as of right now, here's Team Fire. Max D, Megadon, Zombie, Monster Mutt Rottweiler, which looks like shit, by the way.
Huh? Damn, Fire.
Wildfire.
Oh my god.
Wildfire, whatever that crap is. And to round it off, Gravedigger. Yes, I just said Gravedigger and Max D on one same team.
Yeah, you pointed out last time. And what about Ice?
Now, to add to it, you have Ice and Fire still. Well, they added some more ice trucks to their stupidness. Of course, you got Blue Thunder. How do you turn Blue Thunder into an ice truck that's already blue?
But you're using logic. We're FELD. We don't use logic, remember?
And then, how about Ice Soldier Fortune?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And on top of that, how about this? Ice Alien Invasion.
What?
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And now they're thinking about turning 2 trucks that are indie trucks into ice.
Welcome to Disneyland.
Can anybody think 2 trucks?
Bounty Hunter, maybe?
Bounty Hunter or
No,
Avenger.
it's not Bounty Hunter, thank God.
I'm sure maybe Avengers on to
Yes.
We're gonna have ice.
Avenger. Are you kidding me?
Are we gonna have
Avenger
a fire?
Ice.
Ice Avenger. Oh, Jesus Christ. And who's
Fire.
Avenger Ice. And the fire, I'll let you guys take a wild guess.
Fire half pint.
No.
No.
Brutus, Megabyte,
Fire,
Wrecking Crew.
Italian.
Think of somebody that's going to be on the same team as Max D and Gravedigger.
Fire
A lot of
Wildflower
people-
for Najee.
A lot of people know this truck too, and they're thinking about putting it on fire, which I don't think is going to look good.
I have no idea. I haven't been paying attention much to him lately, so I'm definitely retarded at this one.
Well, I'll give you another hint. The last name is Anderson.
Oh, God, no. Fire, son of a digger. No. Come on.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
That's what they're thinking.
I hope Ryan
So
proposes
2 diggers
that.
and Maxi on freaking Team Fire. What the heck?
Do it. You're just a Feld hater. Give them a chance. Do it. Which, by the way, Josh said numerous times to give Feld a chance, remember?
A few days ago as well.
Yep.
Apparently,
Kingston video.
they're trying to, because there's supposed to be 24 trucks for Fire and Ice at the All-Star Challenge, going head-to-head. That was only half of the trucks. Of course, you have your original zombie, blah, 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 and all that. Who, in their right mind, is going to pick 2 other trucks for Fire and Ice?
I want to add something. It feels like Feld is wasting money
Yeah.
to win the All-Star Challenge.
Especially
Yes.
with those fire
Because they
ice
have to
bodies.
pay for all these bodies.
Yeah,
Think about
really.
it.
Ridiculous.
Quick question for Feld, right? Did they get a sponsorship with Blue's Clues? Because Ice Monster Dalmatian literally looks like they took Blue's Clues
Yep, that's
and
the
put it
thing.
on a monster truck.
If this video gets 15 likes, I will make Blue's Clues for Rigs of Rods.
Oh, this is Am, you know this video is gonna get 15 likes before it probably even goes up. I mean, premiere, remember? So you got to get to work on it.
If I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll leak Najee dancing. His theme song.
Awesome!
So go subscribe to my channel.
Yep. But now, of course, Am, you want to finish it off since you didn't get to say anything yet?
Oh yeah, well, I might as well just talk about my experience in Toronto for the past 2 years.
Go ahead.
Yeah, even every year I went to Toronto. Like, the nosebleed seats, ever since maybe like 2016, the very high rows, they've been almost completely empty every single time. And in the 2017, 2018, I've seen a lot of empty seats in the front rows as well. I don't have any pictures of them, but I've been there, I've seen enough to know how bad the attendance is. It's an undeniable fact, stop denying it. Okay, thanks, bye.
You're just mean! Give Feld a chance, you Feld hater!
Hey, that's also one of
Feld. Why can't there be Feld bots like me?
How about
That's literally
this?
the same-
Grow the hell up and stop liking Feld.
Just like you, stop harassing Mayumi.
Oh, bird.
And Savannah.
One more quick thing I want to add.
Will you shut up?
And Rosalie.
Let Adam talk now, damn it. Let Adam talk.
Try to bring up something against Feld, and then the Feld boss just be like, they're doing fine, just give them a chance. They always say that every single time.
For
We
10
give them
plus years.
chances for so many years, and they get worse every year.
Yep. Oh my god.
It's just so freaking pathetic.
I know one thing, sure. I got a whole bunch of editing to do because this was not as clean as last time out. But hope y'all enjoyed part 3 and hopefully the last one. I hope I don't have to do part 4, but knowing the Feldbots, I'm sure that probably will have to happen eventually. And of course, go subscribe to everyone. Everyone's links, of course, will be in the video description. And I have 2 things, of course, to bring up, and point out too. Of course, you all saw the MTWS Anaheim event. And this was yesterday when I made this video. Of course, be on the lookout for upcoming in June for next MTWS event in Arlington. And of course, I have a secret project involving everyone here except Najee that I hope to eventually finish up very soon. So be taking a look at that. And Najee, I'm going to offer this one more time on live too, so everyone can hear you too. You only get into Secret Project if you do a freestyle Naji Kong with it. Deal?
Why?
Because it's funny, and it's your punishment for leaking my server.
No.
Then, no deal. You can't get on, and I'm not going to ask you again, so don't even bother asking to get in.
Thank God.
Instead,
no.
the only thing you want to get in is Mayumi's boxers.
Yep. So, anyways, hope you all enjoyed part 3. Hopefully, I don't have to do part 4. Hope you all tune in for the upcoming stuff. And, of course, see you guys next time.